Who are you?
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Jackson, and I'm a former soldier and statesman who would like to be your new U.S. President. I am from the Waxhaws region of South Carolina. I come from poverty and have spent my whole life working and fighting for my country in order to be where I am now. Most of my life has been spent in the armed forces. I served as a general in the Tennessee militia and later in the United States Army, where my grandest victory was the Battle of Horseshoe Bend in Alabama.
How do you believe the government should treat Native American tribes that had sided with the British during the Revolution?
Well, I believe action shall be taken and consequences be given. All experience has proved that you cannot be defended from the savages but by carrying the war home to themselves and striking decisive blows. Unfortunately, the only condition with the Shawnee is to be their removal beyond the Great Lakes. Savages are to be curbed by fear only. Now we are in no condition to be repeating expensive expeditions against the natives. I believe these tribes need to be taken care of in the sense that this will not have to be repeated again. Peace will only be made after such action is felt and remembered by them for the rest of their natural born lives.
What do you believe is the correct plan of action in dealing with many of the Native American tribes?
The Indians have been an issue that has needed action taken for a very long time. Any man worth his salt will stick up for what he believes right, but it takes a slightly better man to acknowledge instantly and without reservation that he is in error. As your president, I guarantee action will be taken in order to better the lives of the people. Some officials in previous years have tried to solve the Indian problem by civilizing the Native Americans, by trying to make the Native Americans as much like the white Americans, and by encouraging them to convert to Christianity. The goal of this civilization campaign was to make the Native Americans as much like white Americans as possible by encouraging them to convert to Christianity, learn to speak and read in English, and adopt European-style economic practices such as the individual ownership of land and other property. This includes, in some instances, in the South, African slaves. In the southeastern United States, many Choctaw, Chickasaw, Seminole, Creek, and Cherokee people embraced these customs and became known as the 5 civilized tribes. This has proved to be ineffective time and time again. It will be my sincere and constant desire to observe toward the Indian tribes within our limits a just and liberal policy. This is my promise to fix this lingering problem for good. In order to fix this problem, I will call for a final relocation of the Indians. This will separate them from conflict with the incoming white settlers and free them from the power of the states. Unfortunately, I do believe the demise of the Native American tribes is inevitable. This has been going long enough, and the time has come to put an end to this. Vote me for president, and I'll be pushing for the Indian Removal Act.
How will the Native lives be altered by the Indian Removal Act?
Everyone's lives will be altered by the Indian Removal Act. This will separate the natives from the white settlers, and in my viewpoint, the natives' lives will be lived much better. They will no longer be bothered by the white Americans, their savagery will cease, and they will be safe on reservations. I truly believe that this will be the best thing for our country as a whole. There is no more time to waste. The act of moving the Indians must go forth. Thank you.